Okay, let's talk about split ends. And when I say talk, I mean everything you'll ever need to know about split ends, like why are they caused, how to treat them, how to get rid of them, what are the things you can do to prevent them, blah blah blah, every single thing. Okay, so definitely watch the whole video. Okay, so I've got a ton of information to cover in this video, so I'm gonna cover it in 3 different parts. So first we'll see why is it caused, like why your hair ends are turning into split ends, and then we'll look at some things that you can do to treat your split ends or get rid of them, and finally we'll look at some things that you can do in advance to prep your hair so that the hair ends doesn't split in half. Okay, so starting off with first part here, why is it caused, like why your hair ends split into 2 pieces. Now try to understand, this portion of your hair that is called the hair ends, it is the oldest part of a hair strand, right? And it is the farthest one as well. So this part of your hair, the end part, doesn't receive any nutrients, or at least not as many nutrients, which is making it dry. And on top of that, you're constantly washing your hair, you're constantly drying it, you're constantly combing it. So there are many things that are contributing to the dryness of the end part of your hair. So it is clear that this part of your hair is the most fragile one as well. Now when you treat the damaged or the dry end part of your hair abusively, that damaged or dry end actually turns into a split end. And when I say abusive things, I don't really mean that you're pulling your hair or something like that. I just mean that there may be some things that might cause your hair ends to split. Even a simple task like combing your hair can be abusive to it if you don't do it correctly. If you're just out of the shower and you're in a hurry or whatever, you comb it while it is wet, that is an abusive thing to do with your hair. Or if you've never done that, then maybe you're not combing your hair correctly. The correct way to comb long hair is to comb your ends first and then comb the rest of your hair. And some other things may include applying heat tools on your hair, which I always say not to do. Still you are doing, then may the God help you. So yeah, basically whenever you don't treat your dry ends in a proper manner, they turn into split ends. Now so that is clear, let's see how you can treat or get rid of split ends. Now before telling you anything, I'll tell you this. Split ends cannot be repaired. Once the end of a hair strand is splitted into 2 halves, it is never going to stick back. So the only proper way to get rid of a split end is to chop it off, okay? Now there are a ton of videos on YouTube describing different ways you can chop off the split ends, but I don't know, man, I've never done it before, so I think I'm not qualified enough to tell you guys any of that. But yeah, the only thing you can do to really get rid of a split end is to chop it off. So I've seen some people taking a small part of their hair and then just twisting it round and round, and then cutting off all the flyaways that are left. Like they're literally cutting it all off. I don't think that is legit, because I do see flyouts here, but I don't see any split ends, man. So I don't know, decide it for yourself whether you want to do it or not. And another thing that people are doing is they're just taking their hair and then chopping off the ends of it. I don't know, man. I don't think I'll ever do that, but who knows? I'd prefer you go to a barber who knows what he's doing instead of doing it yourself, because there's a huge chance that you're going to ruin your hair. So I won't recommend that. Now moving on to the third part, which is how you can prep your hair in advance so that the ends of your hair doesn't split in the first place. Now if you don't have any split ends yet, you can start off by applying some hair masks and applying oils to your hair to keep the ends of your hair in a natural, healthy condition. Because if they don't dry out, if they are not damaged, they are not going to split. Applying oils and masks is a different story, but the only true way to stop split ends is to get regular haircuts. Because no matter how careful you are with your hair, it is going to get damaged because it is getting older and older every single moment. So yeah, getting regular trims is the only way to completely eliminate the split ends. You won't have any split ends if there are no dry ends or damaged ends. Now if you're growing out your hair, then you can get a trim in around 6 months or so, 6 or 7 months depending on your hair, because that is not going to ruin your hair growth and you are still going to have some long hair after a couple of months or a couple of trims better. So that about does it for this video. I really hope you understood everything that I was trying to make you understand. And with that being said, my name is Manoj and I'll catch you in the next one.